Okay, so here's the video I promised, showing you how to use the speaker, which is a QSC K10. It's 1,000 watts, so you'll only need one. These things will fill an arena almost. I'll also be dropping off a stand, which is just a tripod that it sits on, a mic cable, and a power cable. This is a standard 3-prong power cable. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the power cable and you're going to plug it in here. It will click in. You'll see it has a safety on the side. So you want to push it all the way in until it clicks, and it won't come out at that point. To get it out, push this, pull it out. Simple. So once this is in and it's plugged in, here's the power. Obviously on is on. Surprise, surprise. So up here is all the doohickeys, which you may or may not end up using. Just to be clear, there are essentially 2 input channels into the speaker. This is one input channel. This is another input channel. Each channel has its own volume. So what this is for is if you have a stereo plug and you want to play music, and you have an 1/8" plug that plugs into your phone or whatever stereo, and then 2 RCAs, one for left and one for right, you can play music on this channel and then use this channel for voice. That's why these exist. When I give it to you, I will most likely have both of these at the low position, because you don't want to like be blasting a channel and not expect it, because you can really, do some hearing damage. So if it's not working, the first thing to check is the power, and the second thing to check is the volumes, both of them. Okay, so all you're going to have to do in order to do your announcements is to take your mic, plug the cable into the back of the mic. There is no switch on these mics. I don't know if I'll give you this one or a different mic, but they're all pretty much the same. Then you'll take the other side of the cable, and this will kind of take care of itself, because this end of the cable will not fit into the microphone. You take this, this is a universal plug up here. You plug it into either side. If you're playing music and voice, then you're going to want to plug the voice into this side, the A channel. If you're just using vocals and no music, you can plug it into either. But this is the volume that's going to control this side. So what you'll do is you'll take the mic and then you'll start testing it. And one thing to be very careful of with any PA is you never want to have the mic too far in front of the speaker. You don't want the speaker speaking into the mic, because that will feed back. So with the mic behind or to the side of the speaker cabinet, you can talk into it to test, or have somebody beyond telling you whether you're loud enough, and then slowly turn this up one click by one click until you get to the volume you want. So just to explain what the rest of this is a control that sets the input level, either mic or line. You're going to want this at mic. This you can ignore, because it's not really going to do anything for you either way. This tells you whether or not you have an external sub amp. Just put it on normal. This tells you whether or not you want a vocal boost or whether it's flat. Either way is going to be fine for announcements. The vocal boost is nice to have if you have vocals, but otherwise you won't need it. These are basically trouble lights. This will tell you if the power's on. This will tell you if it's in standby mode, and this will tell you if you're putting too much input in. I don't expect that to happen. And then this just tells you whether or not there's an LED on the front that's blue. So you can either have it off so that it's dark all the time. You can have it only come on when you're putting too much input into the speaker, which again won't happen with just a mic. You really have to scream. or it just tells you when the power's on. I'd recommend just keeping it at power. This remote gain, I have no idea what it does, never used it. It's not switches, it's for input, so you don't need to worry about that. So that's all you need to know about the speaker. Now, the speaker stand that I'm going to give you, this is the speaker stand. It's a tripod on the bottom. Sometimes it's a little tricky to open the bottom, but not a huge deal. I'm sure we can figure that out. The speaker itself has a hole in the bottom, and that's going to go onto the speaker stand. One thing you'll notice off the bat is that this ring is the tube is too wide to fit in this hole. So there's an adapter here. It's built in. So all you do is you squeeze these two knobs on the sides. There's one on the other side as well. Squeeze those. And then I need two hands to do this and one to hold the camera. So what happens is I squeezed them, I pull this up, it comes up, and then you twist it and pull until either it comes all the way out, which is bad, or this is what it's supposed to do. The knobs come back out. Now you have a smaller tube here that will fit into the hole in the bottom of the speaker. Do not try and raise this pole by unscrewing this. Do not unscrew this until the speaker is on the stand. Okay, this is very important. Put the speaker on the stand first, then loosen this and use this to help lift the speaker up. You want it above head level. And the reason that you don't undo this until you have this speaker on here is that this is hydraulically assisted, which means if you undo this while there's no speaker on here, this thing's going to shoot up and possibly hit somebody in the face. And it's really difficult without the speaker on it to get this actually down again. So this, right now, this is fully compressed. This will go up, another 4 feet. So it'll go plenty high. And you want it above people's ear levels so that you don't blow out the people close. So the sound kind of goes over people. So put the speaker on the stand and then undo this with your hand on this handle here, and you'll be able to control it as it goes up. That's all you need to know. So set up the stand, put the speaker on it, plug the mic in, do the test, check the volumes and the power switch, and that's it. And to basically get the speaker off, same thing, reverse it. So undo this while you're holding the handle, push it down. The hydraulic will be fighting you a little bit, but it should feel, pretty easy to do. Take the speaker off, put this aluminum tube back down into its holder, collapse this, and you're set to go. That's it. Thanks. Bye.